I'm glad that we're getting back into the course of getting to the normal. I know it's not normal quite yet, but looks like the government is doing their job to try to help us out. And obviously, it's such a big relief for all of us as we've been locked up most of the time and we haven't been able to do much. But fortunately, I'm in a position where I can live outside of the course, where I can do a few stuff. I can get to the beach. I've been suspended for a couple of meetings, as you know, and I've been spending all my time pretty much with my family, either at home, outdoor playing squash, or playing football with my kids on the yard that we have downstairs. And no doubts that we are all hoping that things get back to a normal life, which is pretty much a desire for everybody else. I think my kids, yes, they express. I would say I pretty much got know them better than what I used to, because for spending a little bit of more time with them nowadays, I start to understand that they a little bit of more of what they really like, of um, their temperament, you know, and when they under stress, how they behave and act, and all these things. It's a plus on how we are going to handle life as time goes by, you know, in particular with the kids. They they, as any other human beings, for being locked up for so long, they start getting stressed. Of course they did, and for being stressed, they kind of pass it on to us a bit. But being adult and being their parents, we have to find ways to sort it out and make sure they can keep themselves entertained and busy. Of course, we've done a lot of school work with them online, and this has been taking a lot of time of themselves, and of course of us as well, in particular from mom, who has spent probably 90% of her time uh, teaching them, helping them to make sure academically they keep on course. And I think all this experience that we've been having lately, we are going to carry on with us for the rest of our life. That means we definitely start learning a little bit more about our kids, for sure. It does make me look at life differently. When people start saying that thing, I actually was a bit critical. Like, how can they just be realized that life is that way just now when this crisis came up? But actually, it happens the same to me. It's like when you spend a little bit of more time with the family, with the kids, people you love the most, you do get a chance to realize how they are, what they like, what kind of support they need. And we all should make good use of this experience that we having, you know? So when I bring this kind of feeling of satisfaction for being doing well at home to the races, no doubt I can ride better. I don't have to be too worried about what is going on at home, because I already know what they need, and I'm there whenever I can. I got mom there also helping them out to make sure their life is nice and smooth. So when you take this thing out of your mind and you go to the races, you feel much better, and consequently you're gonna ride better. So it does help me out when it comes to racing. I would say every kid needs things differently. Like my ones, I would describe them needing support, encouragement, and incentive. They kind of Miguel, let's say my boy, he can switch off his mind too easily, and for behaving that way or for acting that way, he's definitely not doing his very best at school. But once I had that experience at home, being spending more time with him, I can definitely give more support to him on that way. So I definitely need to encourage him more, trying to make him understand he's capable to do anything he wants. And also, uh, when it comes to the motor stuff, me being a sportman, I'm able to get them out there and play games, and get their body moving, which is very useful for whatever they're going to do in the future. I mean, if they have very good self-control, uh, some skills. So I'm not trying to get them to be professional, but at least if they build up strength and muscle around their body, whatever they're gonna do next, they are not gonna find it as difficult. Because if you're soft and light and weak, whatever you're gonna do, you're gonna find it very difficult. And I guess probably 90% of the things you're doing in life, it's physical. You see people that they end up being at a hospital and spend so much time there. When they come out, even if they're not sick anymore, they come out very sick. It's just because their body's not moving around. So I kind of encourage them to keep themselves moving and active, and obviously much more that we've been learning from them, like the kind of things they like to watch, things they should be watching, should not be watching lately. You know, we actually figured it out that Miguel and Marina, they like some stuff which we as adults, we don't believe they should be watching, that it's not going to be any plus to their life, but it's very attractive and intensive for them. So they just love those things. So what we've been doing, we're trying to encourage them to like to watch different kind of stuff, which, as I said, it is a benefit for all of us, for me as a parent and for my kids themselves, to rise and grow up with a better mentality and become a better human beings. I did ask my sister not long ago about why does she give everything that her daughter wants. She answered me back in this way. Well, because I wanted to have so many things when I was a child and I wasn't able to have. And that frustration was big. So now as I'm able to provide everything to them, I will just do it because it's fulfill their wishes. I see it as we should get on halfway there, because if you give everything to the kids, they may not building themselves that eager to fight for things, you know. They just find so easy to just go and ask dad and mom. But at the same time, I do provide everything they need, not just goods, but education, attention, play, games, time, you know, and support, psychological support. And I can see my kids are growing well. You asked me about how if I look back and I do regret of not being able to provide them some few things. Well, if I start telling you things that I went through in life, you wouldn't wish for your children's. Even thinking that going through to those bad experiences that I had in life, that made me tough, made me a person who I am nowadays. So I think that was good for me, but I just cannot see it being good to my kids. So I do protect them, and I know that sometimes it may not be as good as it would be. But I think we are okay. We do find the good balance where we leave them, we let them fall sometimes. I encourage them, stand up, shake off the dust, and just carry on. Like, I'll give one example. Miguel was riding at this river the other day. He had a fall, and I was just encouraged, get back on. All right, so I'm afraid. Okay, you're afraid, never mind. You just fight your fearless and go for it. Because at the end of the day, if you do want to ride horses, you're taking risk. And because you had a fall and you didn't get hurt, you're gonna quit for that. So if you behave that way, what about when it comes to real life? Like you going for a unit test and then you fail. If you fail and you're just gonna quit, not try it again, I kind of encourage you to just go for it. Don't give up on things easily. And I think we do get them into a good balance, like providing what they need and let them flying free when they have to develop themselves. I do believe they can see and they can feel it. I have changed myself, and I think they're very sensible to know it's because of the circumstances we're going through. Like, we've been spending more time together, and we adults can see what they need to support the most. So we are always going to be there for them anyway. So they definitely feel, see, and I did change myself a lot during all this time. And I think I did change it to a better person. I think I see life a little bit different. I never thought we were gonna go through to such a thing in life. Could never see that coming. And the worst part of it that um, I don't know how much longer we are gonna have to face it, because even if we are on track to get back to normal, fully to normal, it's very hard to predict. So, but I'm a kind of person that I don't like be complaining about things. I think life uh, can be good as long as you put it in your mind and go for it. There is always something good for you out there, even if it's a fresh air for you into a forest, or just wake up early in the morning and have a beautiful sunrise, which we do get plenty here in Hong Kong. So a blessed country, and we should call ourselves blessed for being such a beautiful place. I will tell my friend, you wouldn't be the only one. Sometimes we all feel the same way, but if we do act that way, we would be just too selfish, looking and thinking just about ourselves. Because if you do act that way, you're not considering the suffering that you would cause to your relatives, to your parents, to your kids. And as I said, it's all up into your mind. If you're feeling depressed and if you really can't see good things in life, first you have to assume it to yourself. You may not want to tell people, but if you assume it to yourself and look for help, there will be always somebody else out there to help you out, psychologically, physically, spiritually, in many ways. And if you do look around you, anywhere you are, there will be people struggling more than you. And then even though some of those that are struggling more than you can still see them smiling and happy and finding joy in life. And it's more very simple things can be done as long as you put it in your mind. So look up, enjoy the day, try to make things early in the morning, have a cold shower, make sure you get exercise done. And then if you feel really depressed, go and look for help. Even if you don't assume for others, assume it for yourself.